Hey guys, welcome. My name is Alina. I take care of my plants. I have plenty of plants in my house, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit of tips and hacks that I learned over the months, years that I deal with my plants. Today I want to talk about how to increase more space for your house plants. Now, my apartment is I wouldn't say that it is small. I would rather say that it is pretty dark. I have one side that has more light, especially in the end of the day, in the second half of the day, and the other part, two rooms are facing a very dark street, so there's not much that much sun there. And here I just have one window and then one, like French window or something like this. Anyway, I don't have much space where to put all my plants. I have, I would say, over 100, even maybe over 200 plants. I stopped counting a very long time ago. One of the ways how I decided to create a bit more space for my plants is by introducing something movable. I wanted to be able to have plants on some sort of an island and then to move them around, because even at the end of the day, the sunlight always kind of shifts from one place to another. So I decided to buy a tray and to just put my plants on display there, so that I can always put them in the sunniest place of this room, and then I can shift it as the sun moves as well. So this is the Ikea tray. I will put the link in the description to what kind of product I'm talking about. And what I really like about this thing is that it has basically 3 floors. The top one I use for the plants that are taller or longer, so that, as you can see here, I have my trailing plants. Like this is Epipremnum aureum, I think so that's called. Anyway, it's called Pothos Enjoy, and this one is Neon Pothos, and you can see how nicely they're just trailing from the sides of this tray. Then I also have more towers. I have here my Seal Blue tower based on the sphagnum moss pole, and then behind you can see the Time Monsteras and my Alocasia Friedeck. So these plants, I'm really proud of them. I like that they are very lush, and I want to provide them the best conditions there. So the first tray is for them. I also like the top tray also has a sort of like a mesh or something, so in case there is some moisture, then it can actually fall on the further floor here, which is the second floor doesn't have any stuff. But even if there is some spill, I wouldn't worry that the water will stay there and it will rust or something will happen. At the same time, I also like that it kind of creates a little bit more light for the plants that happen to be here. And actually I have only one here. This is my Pothos Manjula. It's really nice, and because it was not really too tall and it was not really long, I just left it here because it just nicely fits here. Then the problem with the second shelf, for example, is that it has a pretty limited space above, so I decided just to store there my pots and things that I use when I water my plants, when I fertilize them. So it's also used as some storage room for my plant stuff. Then on the bottom, it's kind of like a deep part of the tray. I put there slightly taller plants, not too tall, but it's also, thanks to the height, it also allows a bit more sunlight to go there. And for this particular floor, for this level, I put also some sort of a mat from Ikea, like the transparent one. Usually they put it with the silverware stuff, so that it doesn't slide. So I just put it there for my plants in case something spills out, so I don't have to worry that it might somehow create rust. I've used it for more than a year, and I haven't seen it creating any sort of rust or anything. It's pretty easy to to use. I rarely rearrange stuff here. I just move my tray around wherever I see the place for it, a nicer spot, and then that's how I can allow my plants to grow and to get all the needed sunlight. Also another thing, because I'm using mostly, or I'm growing mostly the plants, the aroid plants, they do cry after each time I water them, so they create this kind of, I don't know if it's just water or something else, but anyway, when I had it without any sort of mat under, it kind of created spots on my wooden floor which I couldn't remove, so I had to really consider what to put under it. So I just used normal yoga mat, and whenever I put this tray somewhere, that's where I put my mat. I know where the dripping will be happening, so I can catch that water so it doesn't go on my wooden floor. I hope that you liked this video. Give me thumbs up or ask any questions regarding this kind of portable, movable tray for plants. And if you have any other ideas about that, I would be so happy to listen to your ideas, because I constantly look for things to inspire, to create more space, more coziness in the place with so many plants, because I know things can get pretty overwhelming if you don't know how to organize your plant collection.